Been at it 3 weeks and treating today like it's game day. I know the girls are really excited, kind of just working through what we do, the procedure on the game day, and they're excited. They've been so focused, worked really hard. We're healthy, all the boxes that you want to be checked when you get to the scrimmage time. And looking forward to, again, even though we're not playing an opponent, just seeing us compete in front of people, and that's a one step closer to the game day. Watching how they respond in that environment, because we're learning a lot. We got a lot of new players, and we had a good spring together with a lot of them, but still, even international players that came in, freshmen come in, we're still learning about them. But one thing I have learned is they work really hard. They're really good human beings, and they want to win. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what we learn today.
What has this been like with new players and trying to get it all kind of fit together?
Yeah, as a coach, it's been one of my most fun years, as far as the spring was set up everything for the summer. The summer was, our seniors really organized that really well. And these 3 weeks have been just what you hope for as a coach. Everybody's bought in. They're all pulling in the same direction. The talent's in there. As a coach, we have two great setters, and now they got arms that they can set and put the ball away. And the attitude is tough. It's not one of those that it's only tough for a certain amount of time. It's tough from beginning to end. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this team grow.
What's the process of finding an international player and getting them to Iowa?
A long one, and you're never quite sure they're going to be here till they're here. With Mariska from Ukraine, she got here right before preseason camp started, so at the beginning of August. And then Carmel didn't get here till August 12th, so she missed some of the beginning part. But we have good people in Europe that tell us a lot about a lot of good players, and we were able to get both them to join our squad, and really talented players, and both will make an impact. Carmel will definitely make a big impact this season, and they've adjusted well, and you hear what you want to hear from them. They get here and they're like, "Coach, this is the best thing ever." They really love the environment. They love Iowa. They said it reminds them of home, and the girls have been great, just bringing them in and getting them on board.
And in terms of Claire, she said it took a little while into the spring even to get comfortable with her body again after the injury. When did you see it from her that she was comfortable and confident out there again?
Yeah, I just couldn't wait for that, because Claire is just one of the most talented kids I've ever coached. And so through the spring, you could see it coming back every day. By the end of the spring, she was firing. And this summer, she's been great. And these 3 weeks in training, she's, I think, one of the best setters in the country, hands down. And so hope she stays healthy, and that she's on a mission. She's the catalyst to what we do. She keeps the entire defense distracted, and then she can attack on too, like nobody else in the country. So she's a rare talent, and she's healthy, and she's mentally ready to go.
In terms of leadership, who do you feel like has stepped up, especially with how much new is on this team?
Yeah, everyone brings some different styles of leadership. Everyone's bringing a great drive to the gym within their leadership, what you want to see. And we have 3 seniors who all have something really to prove, and Shardae's one of them. And we only get the 1 year with Shardae, but she is so happy to be a Hawkeye and wants to just make a big splash. And she's her leadership with Mo, our libero, and Claire, our senior setter. Those 3 have set the tone, but we've got a large junior class of, I think, 5 or 6, and they've been here for a good bit. And so they want to turn Iowa into a winner, and they're really driving.
How important is it to have that foundation of players now, as you continue to build this program?
Yeah, we returned 10 that been through it all, and so dedicated and such great Hawkeyes. They're the reason everything's coming together, because coaches can't do it. The other players have to welcome these new players in and then get them all bought in and working together. So they're the reason we're where we're at.
You mentioned Shardae, and I've seen all the clips about how amazing her vertical is.
Yeah.
What's it like seeing it in person?
Yeah, she's an incredible athlete. And but our athleticism, you see that, but what makes her special, she is so driven. Like, she wants to win at the highest level, and if she makes a mistake, she'd come back even harder. Her resiliency is just off the charts too. You can't get at her. We try to put her in some drills where maybe she'd give up or something. There, no give up. That kid will keep fighting. So yeah, she can jump. but it's that drive she's got that's, I think, going to make her special when we get through these Big Ten games.
Circling back to the foreign players at Big Ten Media Days, you mentioned that some of them, some other schools came after them after they'd committed to you guys, but they stayed committed to Iowa. I guess, what does that say about your program?
Yeah, we're building it, and I think we treat our players really well, and I think that reputation goes a long way. People helping us get to know these players in Europe, that's what they're telling them. You want to go here, you'll be treated right, you'll be a part of a big family. Even at the highest stage of volleyball in the Big Ten, which is the highest stage, it's a family that's going to treat you right and help you grow and help you graduate and all that.
Talking with a couple of players, they were describing Mo as like a ball of sunshine. You know, having that kind of a player be in such an important position, what does that mean for you as a coach in developing this team to, make a run and turn things around?
Yeah, she fills a big role for us because we needed a libero with some experience and some confidence because they anchor, all your serve receive, all your defense. And we weren't sure which libero was going to step up because we brought in the 3 liberos during the spring, and then Jamie returned, and Emily we made into a libero. So we're going to see how it's going to come around. And Mo, within 3 weeks, we're like, oh, she is the one. She's so confident, so smooth, learns really well quickly, and is one of those steady players that the other players relax around her. And she can anchor that serve receive. And at this level, that's hard to find because the serve receive dictates almost everything, and she can anchor it. She can take all seams, which is what you want with libero. So if the ball's in between her and another player, they know Mo gets it. So she's really skilled and another tough player. She's coming off an injury and still not 100%. You wouldn't be able to know. So hopefully she continues to get to that 100%.
And this was a team that took a step forward, especially in conference play last year, with having some new players come in. What are your expectations that you set out for them, and then what's your confidence in that they can achieve those expectations? What gives you that confidence that they can go out and get that?
Well, I talked to them about we focus on what we know, not what we don't know. Like, we don't know if we're going to win or not. We do know we're going to be locked in. We're going to be a great team. We're going to work our tails off. We are going to go in and control those controllables. And when you do that, then you get some consistency. And this team has shown consistency for 3 weeks, which has really surprised me, because consistency equals wins. And that's what it's just grounding them in those fundamentals of that. And it don't take any coercing to get them to understand how you're going to win, because they all want to. So do I know how well we're going to do? No. But I'm pretty sure this team is going to make a lot of noise just because of how driven and consistent they already are. And they're talented. The talent levels, way higher than we've had.
And the few of the European players, they all mentioned how volleyball is different in Europe.
Yeah.
From your time as a coach, what do you see in the European players that's different from the domestic players here?
It's the style of the game is different, and the way they talk and treat each other is so different. It's a little more of a pro style, and so everybody's kind of cutthroat trying to win positions, and it's not so chummy as it is in the States. But they love that about this, though, coming here, because the girls have been so inviting, and then the game is faster. We do everything a little quicker, where they're more about power, just high balls, go blow it up high, and we add a lot more detail to the game, where they kind of just play, where we're really detail-oriented, and so they have to learn a lot of details that they probably didn't pay attention to much when they were in Europe, and they're picking it up quick. We still got some ways to go so they understand our entire system, but what we're trying to make sure they understand the fundamentals, before we bog them down too far, and just let them be athletes for right now.
Because college athletics has changed so much since you even built the program at Tulane that you did. Mm-hmm. What are you looking for in terms of progress and success in program building?
Yeah, this is the year we do see this program making a major step, and so this one I think will be the catalyst to all the seasons that are going to come, because I think this team's going to win. That's the bottom line. You got to win, and I think this team's going to win. I think they're going to win a lot of games, and people are going to love the way they play. Like I said, that driven aspect is attractive. I know fans love to see players playing hard, never giving up, and fighting, and I don't have to ask them to do that. They already have it in them. So I think it's going to all translate. Do I know how many games we're going to win? No, but I know we're going to win a lot of them.